we're talking about Spirited today. The Will Ferrell, Ryan Reynolds holiday movie on Apple TV Plus. Recipe for greatness, I think.
This is where real change begins. Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, he's definitely... No, he's fine.
He's good.
Well, none of it's real anyway.
The plot is about Will Ferrell is in charge of this magical organization that, you know, the Ghost of Christmas Present, the Ghost of Christmas Past, the Ghost of Christmas Future, where, like, in modern times, they're still, you know, trying to make bad people better people, even to this day. And they find this guy, this kind of corporate asshole played by Ryan Reynolds, and they try to make him a better man during the holidays. So it's Will Ferrell trying to make Ryan Reynolds a better guy. It's a musical. The music is written by Pasek and Paul from Dear Evan Hansen fame and Greatest Showman fame. So Hunter, I guess I'll hand it to you. What are your thoughts on the movie, good sir? And will I hate you after you say these thoughts?
Yes, you will hate me.
Oh, great. I love that.
In fact, everybody will hate me. But I
don't know about everybody.
I actually really liked this movie. I mean, I could say that I love it, although I did absolutely hate some parts as well, which I'll get into. But I thought this movie was really sweet. And, like, I know I was seeing a lot of people's problems with this movie, that, like, their voices aren't good, and I disagree with that as well. I thought, like, Will Ferrell, I'm a sucker for his voice for some reason, like, even in Step Brothers when he's singing, like, stupid...
Yeah, Italian opera songs,
Yeah, but I still think his voice is actually very sweet. So, like, there's a moment in this movie, I think it's his first solo song, where he's like, should I still do this? Yada, yada, yada. And it's like, oh, that's a very sweet, tender moment. And, like, I think Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds are very funny together, as you would probably imagine they would be. The part that I hated about it, and I think this will be your number one gripe, too, because we had talked about it, is that they hated being a musical. My God, did they hate being a freaking musical, man. They'd be like, why is everybody singing? What's going on? It's so stupid. It's like, God damn it. Like, I really think that
literally every song, like, literally almost every song is like that.
Oh, I know. And I really think that if they didn't do that, this would be like a Christmas, not that it's a perfect movie, not that it's, like, great, but I think that it would be like a modern day, like, oh, I'd turn this on every year. You know what I mean? Just like how we were talking about The Grinch, where it's like, it's not the best movie, but, like, you know, I can just shut it off and have fun, or turn it on and have fun with it. But yeah, and I have to point out the best song in the show, a big musical number, Good Afternoon. Freaking awesome. Do you remember that number?
Oh, I remember that number.
Oh, no, you didn't like it. Where, like, spoilers, like, Good Afternoon is basically like saying fuck you in this movie, or in this time.
And when I'm watching it, I'm saying the same thing. Fuck
yeah,
you.
You're like, good afternoon, fuck you.
Good afternoon.
I thought it was so flippin' hilarious. I really did. And maybe it's because I'm a simpleton.
No.
But it's
just different, yeah.
Yeah, but I really enjoyed it. And then, like, the twist, spoilers again, where Will Ferrell's character was Scrooge. And he came to, like, on this, like, magical team to help other people. I thought that was what made this movie for me. I thought that was a really sweet idea. But yeah, I liked it.
Cool. I did not. I did not like it. No. So a little story about how I got to see this movie is that Regal sometimes on Mondays, I think like the beginning of the beginning of the month, like some Mondays they do like a secret movie Monday kind of thing where they like show like a movie that's about to come out in either a couple of weeks or in a month or so, and they just say, come on in. You don't know what the movie is. It's a secret, but it's a movie that's going to come out soon, you know, and so it's a little exciting. Like, oh, could it be The Fabelmans? Could it be The Whale? So I went to this screening, and it was this fucking movie. And so some people walked out. I did not, though. I was like, all right, I'll give this a chance. I had a feeling it was going to be this movie anyway. To garner some positives first. I don't think anyone's doing a bad job in this movie. I think everyone, like the choreographers, the actors, the music, it's not like so bad that I'm like, ugh, this is like one of the worst things ever. No, I'm not. You know what I mean? Like none of it is bad, and it's admirable that they want to do, and they're attempting to do like a modern Christmas musical movie. You know, because we don't see a lot of those. You know, so credit where credit is due. They did that, and you know they have some. You know, the leads are some of the most recognizable actors of our time right now. You know, comedic, charismatic actors of our time. Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds. It's just that it's just the execution of all those things just does not work for me. I found it extremely unfunny. I found it extremely mean-spirited, but like not in the way that they want it to be mean-spirited. But where like, you know, the whole movie is about, you know, trying to get this guy to be, you know, to be nicer, to be kinder, you know, to be a better man, right? But I don't even believe that Ryan Reynolds' character is all that mean, to be honest. Like, he's just Ryan Reynolds to me. Like most of Ryan Reynolds' roles right now, I feel like he's just playing the same character. He's playing Deadpool. He's playing just like a sarcastic, like, oh man, and what is this, like a Christmas Carol or something? Like kind of humor that I just don't care for anymore. I kind of liked him, not kind of, I really liked him as Deadpool, but I feel like because of the success of that movie, now he's just played that role like for years now. And it's just kind of like tiring to me at this point. Like I think Ryan Reynolds is great and funny and I love him. But I think especially in movies like this, like he's, you know, I think they let him go too much where like, you know, he's improvising, but like it's not just like true to like even what they want to do with this character, like specifically that like he's a bad, you know, mean guy that needs to learn to be better, right? But I just never believed that he's like all that mean to begin with. Like obviously they show like a few things about like his backstory about like what he did to like what was it his sister, right? In the hospital, and like, you know, on paper, like yeah, that's like a crazy thing that happened that he just left and whatnot. But like I don't know, I just never believed that like, you know, oh man, like it's gonna be such a hard time like trying to change this man. And Will Ferrell is, once again, not doing a bad job by any means, but like it just seems like that kind of role that should be both of them, I think, actually should be given to someone else. You know, like maybe people, you know, and this is just my screening. You know, maybe some other screenings people are cheering when Will Ferrell sings. I don't know. But the moment he started singing in the screening, everyone went, "Oh my god! Oh my god! Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding?" And some people laughed.
Damn.
And you know, it was just one of those moments where people realized, "Oh, this is a musical, and Will Ferrell is singing right now. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!" Guys, a fire escape is right over there. It's right over there, guys. Let's go. Yeah, I just don't think it works with him singing. I mean, like, he has these big numbers, especially near the end, where, like, he's having... Because, right, he's Scrooge, and, you know, that was an interesting twist. It's an interesting idea, obviously, like, oh, well, you know, in modern times, like, what if Scrooge was doing this stuff? You know, is it, like, an atonement for what he did in the past and everything? But... You know, in my perspective, I feel like they didn't really delve deep that much into it. Instead, besides just a one note, like, oh, like he finds like a girl, you know, like it's just like, and I don't find the songs all that memorable. Once again, they're well choreographed, like Good Afternoon, like you said, and there's like one that's well choreographed, but it was cut in the actual movie, and it's in the credits, and it's just so strange that they did that. So yeah, like the humor, and I feel like the heart isn't quite there, but I once again, the effort is there, certainly the passion is there. You know, they were certainly trying. You know, you can sense that they're really going for it. But in some ways they aren't, because just like what you mentioned, I feel like they're so scared to be just a full-blown musical that they have to make snide, Marvel-esque kind of jokes about, like, oh, we're singing. Like, kind of undercutting most of the musical moments where, like, sometimes we don't even finish songs and we just make jokes and then we kind of just move on. And that's so fucking frustrating to me. I think that's so lazy. And so, like, no, lean into the sincerity of the moment. It's okay to just be sincere. We don't have to make everything a joke.
Yeah, it's really weird. And they were like, oh no, yeah, let's go with the guy being like, I don't want you to sing, let's stop. And then it stops. Yeah, that'll be good. It's like, because
they got Patrick Page, you know, the guy from Hadestown and, you know, like Broadway guy. And like, he only has like one song. And the whole, I just remember this. His whole song, there's like a million undercutted, like comedic beats throughout the whole thing. He never finishes the fucking song. It's so frustrating. Let Patrick Page sing. Let him sing.
Yeah. It is annoying because, again, like another one of my gripes with this movie, it's kind of on this basis, because like, who is this movie for?
Right.
Well, is it for musical people? Well, they're not going to like that. And I don't know, it just seems like they were making the jokes for people that were watching it that don't like musicals, and it's like, well, the people that don't like musicals, that are just here for, like, Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds, well, they're going to watch them do their thing. You know what I mean? You don't have to make the joke being like, why are we singing? They're going to be like, that's stupid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's almost like this movie was made specifically for this audience that I was watching it with.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's a musical? Oh, God.
Oh,
no.
God.
Christmas is ruined.
Everybody in the movie, the cast, is giving it 110%. And it sucks that it's undercut by the writing of the jokes. Because it doesn't make any sense. Because, like, and even, like, Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds are giving 110% to it. You know what I mean? Like, they're singing the songs, they're doing the dances as well as they can.
It's just so funny that, like, you know, we do these big musical movies and we don't get, like, musical theater people, or, like, at least, like, in my opinion, at least, like, singers for these kind of songs, you know, Patrick and Paul, you know, like Dear Evan Hansen guys, and these big, apparently show-stopping musical songs, you know, ballads, whatever, and we're giving these ballads to Will Ferrell. I think it's just funny. I think it's just interesting how we've gone to there.
Yes, no, I mean, that is true. I don't mind seeing Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds sing. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Maybe if I did, but then again, like, yeah, would it be nice if, like, actual musical theater people could do it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It would.
But also, in a way, I get it from a, you know, cold corporate business, you know, perspective that, like, well, you need Ryan Reynolds. He gets butts in seats, or butts at home.
I know, now butts at home.
But now butts at home. But, like, you know, like, so in a cynical way, I get it. But also, it's like, maybe just take a chance. Like, maybe you don't have to get the biggest stars out there to do these big musical movies. Look at, like, you know, Rachel Zegler and all those actors in West Side Story. I don't think any of them are huge stars. Now they are because of the movie. But, like, I don't think any of them were huge stars, but it worked so well because they were great. And people, you know, maybe not enough, not a lot of people saw that movie, but it, you know, it got attention. It got, like, you know, Rachel Zegler is now a big star, for example, you know, like, so, you know, take a chance sometimes. Yeah,
I mean, that is true. That is true. Maybe in another world we could have gotten Lin-Manuel Miranda and James Corden in this movie.
No! Final rating, sir? On Spirited? Apple TV Plus is Spirited?
It's tough. Probably like a 6 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 6 out of 10.
About a 4.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's once again, it's certainly not the worst thing I've seen this year, but I give it a 4. It was just like it's not so much like hatred and more just kind of like, all right, this is the state of movies right now. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the like button down below. We also have links in the description to our socials. Check out our podcast, NYC Actors Talk Film, and tune in for more fun film-related videos like this one. Spirited. What is this, a musical? What is this, a podcast episode?